What happens when one of Hollywood's most revered actors steps into what he believes is a friendly interview, only to face a host hell-bent on tearing him apart, live on air? The result is a legendary meltdown that brought security rushing to the stage and left audiences stunned into silence. Tonight, we're diving deep into the electrifying clash between Denzel Washington and Stephen Colbert, a confrontation that exposed the raw underbelly of late-night TV and shattered Colbert's carefully crafted image. Before we unpack this seismic story, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below on what you think drove Colbert's ruthless attack that night. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert was humming with its usual pre-show energy, the audience buzzing as they awaited Academy Award winner Denzel Washington. At 70, Washington carried his signature gravitas to promote his latest directorial effort, a profound drama exploring redemption, forgiveness, and second chances, already generating serious Oscar buzz. As cameras rolled, Colbert's opening monologue had an unusual bite, his jokes targeting the very themes of Washington's film, delivered with a mean-spirited edge, as if he was priming for a bigger strike. When Washington strode onto the stage, the contrast was stark, his dignity and warmth met with rapturous applause, a genuine smile lighting his face as he shook Colbert's hand, a grip that lingered too long, Colbert's eyes tightening with a flicker of intent. Denzel Washington, everybody, Colbert announced, voice booming, man of faith, trailblazing director, never afraid to speak his mind. Washington settled into the guest chair, expecting a routine chat. Thanks, Stephen, always a pleasure to be here. Pleasure's mine, Colbert replied, but his tone carried a sharp undercurrent. Let's talk your new film, a shift from action roles, very serious, spiritual, some might say preachy. The word preachy landed like a gauntlet. Washington's composure held, but his posture stiffened. I wouldn't call it preachy, he said carefully. It's about human nature, growth, change. Audiences want stories that see our flaws and potential for better. Colbert leaned forward, smile unwavering, eyes sharpening. Human potential, sure, but isn't it curious how Hollywood redeems certain characters while writing off others? Your protagonist gets grace, what about those he hurt? The question veered from typical talk show fare. Washington paused, studying Colbert. That's addressed in the film, he said slowly. Redemption means facing the harm you've caused, making amends where possible. Colbert pounced. Where possible, convenient, isn't it? What happens when damage is permanent? No going back. The audience sensed the shift, tension building. This wasn't playful banter, but something personal. Colbert's questions laced with a private grudge. Washington's voice grew cautious. That's where faith comes in, Stephen. Not everyone believes, and I respect that. But for me and this character, no one is beyond redemption. Everyone deserves a chance to be better than their worst. Colbert's smile turned predatory. Faith, right, you're vocal about your Christianity, traditional values. Tell me, in your faith, is there room for those outside traditional molds, or is redemption just for those following your playbook? The jab stung. Washington's courtesy slipped, jaw tightening. My faith teaches God loves all people, Stephen, every person, no matter who they are. I don't judge, and I don't appreciate the implication. Colbert sat back, pleased at the crack in Washington's calm. I'm not implying, I'm asking. You've been vocal about moral behavior, family values, traditional marriage. So, when you talk redemption, second chances, is it for everyone, or just those who share your worldview? The studio fell quiet, crew sensing an unprecedented moment. Washington took a breath, fighting for control. Stephen, I came to talk a film I'm proud of, not sure what you're after with these questions. If you want a debate on faith, morality, let's do it off camera. Colbert, energized, pressed harder. No, this is the conversation we should have on camera. You put your beliefs out there. Use your platform to promote certain ideas. The audience deserves to know if those include everyone or a select few. Washington's eyes flashed dangerous. Let me be clear. My faith teaches love, dignity, respect for all. What you're doing isn't about my beliefs or film. It's you chasing a gotcha moment, and I'm not playing that game. Colbert's smile widened. Cold gotcha moment. I'm asking about the man behind the message. You play heroes, moral centers, promote values. People deserve to know if those extend to all, or just those you approve. You keep saying that. Washington snapped, patience thinning, implying, I judge, exclude, without one specific question. You're making vague accusations, hoping they stick. That's not journalism, Stephen, it's character assassination. The audience sat silent, riveted, discomfort palpable. This was no ordinary TV moment. Colbert straightened, more aggressive, want specific. Let's talk. Your comments on marriage, family. You've stressed traditional structures. Do you think non-traditional families are lesser? Kids raised by same-sex couples missing something? Washington's face darkened. I've never said any family is lesser. Never said kids raised by loving parents lack anything. You're putting words in my mouth. I've never spoken. Colbert pressed. You've talked traditional marriage, your own, as a model of commitment. The implications clear. Washington fired back. The implications in your head. I can share my marriage, my family, without attacking others' choices, but in your world, I can't have beliefs without being a bigot. Colbert leaned back, relishing the tension. Personal beliefs shape policy. When someone like you promotes them, you've spoken at churches, given interviews on faith, family. You're a spokesman for a worldview. Washington stood, chair scraping, audience gasping. That's it, I'm done. Colbert stayed seated, unfazed. We're mid-interview. Denzel can't handle tough questions. Washington's voice boomed. Tough questions. You haven't asked one. You've accused, twisted, built straw men. This isn't journalism or TV, it's a hit job. Colbert stood, facing Washington. Hit job. I'm asking you defend public positions. If you can't, maybe you shouldn't take them. Washington's hands clenched, voice low. I can defend anything I've said, but I won't be ambushed by someone with an agenda from the start. Why, Stephen? Colbert's mask shattered. Why? I'm tired of celebrities promoting division, hiding behind love, faith, claiming to speak for God while marginalizing those outside their righteousness. There it is, Washington pointed, the real Stephen Colbert, not the witty host, but a man who decided, I'm the enemy, before I walked out. The studio erupted in chaos, producers whispering into headsets, cameras unsure to roll, audience frozen. Colbert stepped closer. You made yourself the enemy with your moral superiority, lecturing from a Hollywood bubble. You don't know real struggles. Washington's voice cracked. Moral superiority. I grew up Mount Vernon. Father left at 14, worked through college, earned everything, used my platform to give hope, but I'm the villain in your story. Hope for who? Colbert shot back. Those who think, believe, look like you. What about others your values leave behind? Washington stepped closer, voice steady. You don't know me, my beliefs, who I care for. You've built a boogeyman to tear down for your progressive points. Colbert's face reddened. I know your public statements, positions, organizations you've backed. Washington countered. Then you know I've funded literacy programs, scholarships for all kids, helped ex-inmates reintegrate, but that doesn't fit your narrative. Colbert faltered. Don't lecture on charity, celebrities, write checks to feel good. It doesn't excuse your statements, damage to marginalized groups. Washington's laugh was sharp. Damage. Look at you, Stephen, attacking me based on assumptions, half-truths. You're not fighting for for anyone you're performing. Colbert snapped, I'm honest, about my agenda, not hiding, behind religion, supporting, oppressive systems. Washington roared, what systems? Name one, I've backed, that oppresses, give specifics, not, vague nonsense. Colbert stumbled, your, political donations, associations. Washington pressed, my donations, public, to both parties, for community good, my associations, help all, you knew, but ignored, for your story. Colbert's composure crumbled, this isn't about facts, it's your message, traditional values, in a society moving beyond. Washington stepped closer, values, like hard work, respect, family, you've twisted into something else, haven't you? Colbert, desperate, everyone knows, traditional values, is code for exclusion. Code for what? Washington demanded, say it, Stephen, stop implying, tell this audience what you think I believe. The studio was silent, cameras humming, producers transfixed, Colbert's mouth opened, closed, words failing. Washington pressed, you can't, because your accusations are empty, built on insinuation. Colbert, weakly, I'm holding you accountable. Washington's voice filled the room, for what? Faith, family, films, about growth, what, exactly? Colbert's voice shrilled, your influence, your message. Washington cut in, my message is people matter, everyone has value, we can be better, if that offends you, the problem's yours. Colbert, flailing, you're twisting my words. Washington, calm, furious, I'm asking for specifics, you've got none, you brought me to tear down, but you've got nothing, just bias. Colbert signaled, we need commercial. Washington, firm, no, you wanted this on camera, we finish on camera. This, my show, Colbert insisted, voice rising, I decide, commercial. Washington laughed, harsh, your show stopped when you ambushed a guest, this is something else. Colbert, frantic, security. Washington, incredulous, security, for asking you back your claims, for starting a fight you can't finish. Two guards approached, hesitant. Washington raised a hand, don't worry, I'm leaving, not because you're kicking me, but because this isn't worth my dignity. Washington removed his microphone, deliberate, what's sad, Stephen, I respected you, thought you challenged with humor, but you're a bully with a platform. Colbert, to security, get him out. Washington dropped the mic, I'm going, but hear this, if this is discourse, today, attacking different views with prejudice, we're in trouble. To the audience, I came for a film about redemption, instead, I got character assassination, based on lies, see the film, judge for yourselves. As Washington walked off, Colbert, desperate, ladies, gentlemen, Denzel Washington, we'll be back. Washington turned, final words, no we, Stephen, just you, with your anger, and everyone wondering what happened. He exited, leaving Colbert, shell-shocked, facing a silent crowd, cameras capturing his unraveling, before cutting to commercial. The fallout was seismic, clips viral, within minutes, hashtag Colbert unmasked, hashtag Denzel defends, trending, fans, praising, Washington's poise, shredding, Colbert's ambush. Crew leaks revealed Colbert's plan to go hard, ignoring producer warnings, a staffer saying Stephen wanted a viral hit, didn't care about facts. The network issued a vague review, but insiders said executives pushed for Colbert's suspension, ratings tanked as viewers rejected his tactics. Publicists blacklisted The Late Show, protecting clients. Washington's team noted Denzel appreciates support, focuses on his film, Washington, saying, I stood for truth, that's enough. The clash redefined Colbert's image, his witty host persona exposed as a facade for a man undone by hubris against Washington's unyielding integrity. Washington's walk became legend for facing a bully with grace. Colbert's apology, blaming a misstep, backfired, comments lauding Washington's class, demanding accountability. This was a reckoning, exposing late night's descent into divisive traps, Washington's exit, a triumph, proving dignity outshines spectacle. What drove Colbert's aggression, a calculated, viral bid, or deeper hostility? Drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more raw Hollywood tales, hit that bell, we'll catch you next time.